this is Kelly with Grit HQ. We help nonprofit leaders rock at work and win at life. Now, before we get started, I want you all to close your eyes and take a breath. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2020, and if you're in the continental United States like I am, you need to realize COVID-19 is real, and not only has it affected the operations of your nonprofit today, but it will continue to affect the operations of your nonprofit indefinitely. We don't know how long or how. So here are 6 things you can do to approach your nonprofit operations better given COVID-19. 1, stop operating business as usual. These are uncertain times, and the last thing you want to do is do what you've always done because you've always done it and put large numbers of individuals that are being served by you or volunteer at your nonprofit at risk. So please do not operate as business as usual. It is not. 2, remain mission focused. Now more than ever, it's an important time to see what the situation is. Sit down, take a breath, plan, don't react, plan on how your nonprofit should be operating to best meet your nonprofit's mission. There might be other activities and fundraisers and initiatives that you've been doing, but we should anticipate that in the upcoming weeks, months, unknown quantity of time, the best thing we can do is to best serve our community. And for nonprofits, you already have what your goal is. And so do that thing and create a plan given new situations coming out by the CDC, by your state, by your local government on how to operate that works within those guidelines to serve your mission. Now is the worst time to scope creep as a nonprofit. If you feel that your nonprofit is not serving essential services, you might even look at reappropriating or partnering to give resources to other nonprofits that are meeting essential services during this uncertain time. 3, you need to take the time to sit down and read and gain awareness of the public safety recommendations of wherever you operate. And that not only is at a local level, but also statewide, and also keep abreast of what's happening at the federal level, especially the CDC. In each community where these resources can be found are different, but I recommend making sure to follow your local public health department, visit the CDC website, set it up as an alert on your phone that every morning for 10 minutes you're going to see updates. But you are making decisions that impact other people, so it's important that you understand what coronavirus is and what updates are happening in your area. It is both you and your board of directors' responsibility to make sure that yourself, your staff, your volunteers, and most importantly, your patrons are protected and do have knowledge of how this might impact them. What happens if this goes on forever? I know just over a week ago I was sitting at a conference with hundreds of people, it's true, with hundreds of people talking about what is this coronavirus thing. And right now we are living in a term of uncertainty. I mean, we've just seen from limits in individuals that it's gone from 250 in a room to 50 in a room to 25 in a room to now in some states, even 10 in a room is the maximum capacity you're allowed to have with a group of individuals. Life is changing daily, regulations are changing daily, so you might have a plan for today, but before you're in crisis mode, have a backup plan to your backup plan to your backup plan. What happens if A, then this? What happens with B, then this? So you're not always reacting to what's thrown at you. Again, plans are to pivot from and work off of, so it's okay if none of those things happen, but go ahead and sit down now before we get there to create what happens if A, B, and B and create those backup plans. Remember that rainy day fund? Well, we are here, people. Today is that rainy day. So if you as an organization have a rainy day fund, remind yourself daily, we'll be okay, we'll continue to operate. Even run the numbers of on your most shoestring staff, how long can you operate? And know that. And so you're not just constantly in panic mode. I know for us, a lot of organizations have been talking to me a lot about funding, and now is just not the time. You as nonprofit organizations are there to support the community, and now is the time. It's that rainy day where the community needs to be supported. Now, if you don't have a rainy day fund and you are going to have to close your doors because of no funding in the next week, 30 days, couple months, however long this ends up going on for, one, after we're on the other side of this, make sure you focus on developing a rainy day fund and operating within your financial situation. But two, there are mission-focused donors already on your list that are probably major donors that aren't as economically impacted by this, or still have a lot of additional money, that care about your community, that care about your mission. So before you go closing your doors, when you get there, if you don't have a rainy day fund, make sure to sit down with those donors and talk about your situation, talk about increased needs, and ask them for help. 6 is the most important one, and it's especially in times of crisis, especially because this isn't a crisis and a solution that's easily fixed. We're in this for the long haul. You need to protect your own mental sanity so you can continue to make good, informed decisions and plans. So make sure to take a breath, schedule in time that's not work time, depend on your support network. You know, you're not the only executive director going through this, so maybe set up a Google Hangout with somebody else in your field that's doing the same thing, just to chat. You don't have to plan and make solutions, but chat about what are the issues, what are the stressors, see if they have things, better ideas. But most importantly, protect yourself and your mental health, because you being in tip-top shape and making good decisions and developing good plans is what's going to best help your community in the long run. So make sure to protect. Right now especially, this isn't a crisis that's over in 48 hours. This is a long-term pivoting time in our lives. So make sure that you're protecting your mental health. Now is the time more than ever where leadership is so important. So being purposeful with your decisions, for developing thoughtful plans that align with your mission, this is the perfect test for your leadership skills. So make sure you are following the tips above. If you just need some moral support, go ahead and go to the Grid HQ website, click the link below, and I'm offering free coffee and consultings, and that can just be if you want to vent or cry or play categories for 30 minutes to have a break from your life. I'm offering free coffee and consultings to anyone that watches this video, and then in the message just say, I saw your coronavirus video, let's chat. And we can set up a Google Hangout so you can do whatever you need to do to be the best version of you, especially in this time in the United States. So good luck, take a breath, make plans, and make sure to subscribe below. And I'm wishing you the best of luck during this time.